Hi guys, what's up? How are you doing today?
Hey guys, I'm Kat.
And I'm Sadie.
This is our 2 cents.
So in this video, we're going to be talking about the new Spring 2019 anime and our first impressions on it based off the first 3 episodes. By the way guys, this is not a spoiler-free zone. So a show that we're watching is Demon Slayer, or
Kimetsu no Yaiba.
that. Yeah, that. It's by Ufotable. I was...
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I was really hyped for this one because it's Ufotable.
It had a lot of hype.
It had a lot of hype too. Has. Well, it's Ufotable, and they do like the really nice animation, and usually they're really good stories. But this one, it just feels a bit typical. Like even with the nice animation, it's not making up for the story, for the lack of story.
I do think the animation is pretty nice.
It is, yes.
Like it's Ufotable and it's not the same as Fate, but I think it fits for this setting.
Yeah, I feel that they took the manga. It's from a manga, right? Yeah, they took the style of the manga and put like their own twist, their own style on it.
Yeah. And I think we'll probably get to see it more when they have more like fancy attacks and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Like other characters coming in.
It's true. I'm probably just hating on it because it's so slow.
But right now nothing's happening, so they can't really show off.
It's so slow.
It's really slow.
Like 2 years passed by in one episode. What the?
I thought 1 year was enough, and
Yeah.
then a whole nother year went by. And I understand it's for the development of the character.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's not like 20 episodes for 2 years
Yeah.
of just this training. I was expecting more to happen
Yeah.
by now.
So, okay, let's recap real quick. So it starts off with his family, the main character's family, getting slaughtered except for his sister, Nezuko. The plot twist, she's becoming a demon, or she became a demon. She is a demon. And his goal now is to turn her back into a human somehow.
A demon slayer encounters him and tells him to go to training.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's how. And then the 2-year training montage.
2 years later, yeah. I feel like the show has a lot of promise. It's just not there yet. I'm the kind of person who really likes the characters in a story, so I'm still waiting for more characters.
Yeah.
Like the characters kind of make the story for me.
Yeah.
Just right now, I haven't really gotten into the main character yet.
Yeah, they
Or
have
the ones. I liked Gyu, the demon slayer he encountered, but he's not there anymore.
He's not there, he's off demon slaying. The characters that they've introduced are only there for a couple scenes. His family dies, so they're gone. And Gyu just introduces him to who he needs to train with and then leaves.
Even the sister, she's there, but she's asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Rokodaki just comes and goes.
I really like his voice.
Who's his voice?
He's the main villain in Ajin.
Oh.
And then he's me! Oh, Sayuki.
Part of why I like Gyu so much is his voice actor, too.
Yes. Yes. And yes.
Because he's always been one of my favorites. Sakurai Takahiro.
Sakura Takahiro. Sorry. Anyway.
Wow, you gotta say it like that.
Yeah. Who has he done? Fill me in.
He was like Yamato in Say I Love You, Mihail, whatever, and Sirius. He's Reagan in Mob Psycho. He's
Reagan in Mob Psycho? Oh, I like Reagan. Or from what I've seen of him,
yeah.
I like him.
He's Cloud, Final Fantasy VII.
Well, that's big. That's pretty big.
He's some other characters I liked. He's Kanda in The Gray Man.
Oh, that's right.
Not in The Gray Man Hollow,
No,
but in
not
The Gray Man.
That's right.
He's so cool.
He is very talented, yeah. So he kind of keeps me interested for the show.
Yeah, I want him to come back. And then these 2 characters I'm still waiting on. I like their voice actors.
The
pig head and the blonde kid. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm waiting on them.
We keep seeing them in the openings, but they're not. It's episode 3 and they're still not here.
When I saw that the episode title for the 3rd one It was 2 names. I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, and then it ends up being like
And I liked these characters too, but they're gone.
they're gone. They disappeared. One of them got killed. Spoilers.
No, I don't think he was killed.
It was just.
I think they were like spirits or something.
Right? Yeah.
And there was like from the boulder or something. It was like the test to
They were
slice
the
the
test,
boulder.
yeah.
Yeah. For me though, the opening and the ending, they're not very memorable yet.
Yes.
Like after I hear it, I kind of forget it,
Yeah.
which is disappointing.
Yeah.
I
That's
wanted
also
to like
another
it.
thing, yeah.
Maybe it's just my personal taste, but I don't know. It hasn't stood out to me.
It hasn't gotten stuck in my head. Like I can't even remember it right now.
Yeah, I really can't. Maybe their next songs will be better.
Hopefully for the next part of the series.
Basically, for this series, I'm just waiting for it to get better.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm holding on to a thread.
Like the opening has a lot of interesting things that look teased to be coming up, like the villains and their abilities.
That one guy with the hat.
Yeah, like this organization of demon slayers. I'm really interested in. I'm just still waiting. I thought they'd be there by now,
Yeah.
but it's okay. Hopefully, it's worth it.
We did get teased about like the other leaders of the demon slayers, so maybe that's coming up next, and then they'll show the villains. But I don't know. That's just my thought, my theory that what they'll do probably.
I think it will get better, but right now it's like this last episode just really felt prolonged for nothing.
2 years. Oh. Okay. Anyway, hopefully, yeah.
What would you rate it right now?
I would rate it probably a 5.
A 5?
A 5. Like it's just okay.
I'll maybe do like 5.5, just because I like the animation.
Yeah. Like I really. That's why I'm. Yeah.
And Takehiro Sakura.
For me, it's like this show has a lot of potential, but at the moment, it hasn't really had any impact. None of that potential is like actually being used.
I'm not really concerned about what's gonna happen to anybody or.
Yeah. There's at the end of episode 3, there's no real risk, like imminent risk.
Which I get it, like he just completed something, but I'm like nothing's really like, oh, I gotta find out what happens.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I think it'll get there.
Yeah, they're probably story building still at the moment. But,
Just a little too slow.
yeah. So that's why my rating for now is a 5.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll get better.
I'm hoping. We're still watching it.
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna watch it.
Still gonna watch it.
I need to watch it get better.
Yeah.
And it's set to be 26 episodes.
Oh, I don't know that.
So it'll go on a while.
Okay, so hopefully they will.
So I think it's just taking its time.
That's good. Sometimes it's better that it takes its time rather than it be rushed.
Yeah, I think it'll end up being worth it.
I hope.
Speaking of rushing it,
I know. No, for real. Speaking of rushing a series, this next one. Oh my god.
Okay, so we started watching Fairy Gone too. This one kind of had some hype around it before the season started.
Me?
And I thought it was gonna be really cool. Like the animation looked good, the songs look pretty interesting. Then watching it,
It's such a huge letdown. Oh, sorry to any Fairy Gone fans.
and it's by PA Works, who does one that we really liked recently.
Yes, exactly. So I probably shouldn't, but I compare it, as I'm watching it, I compare it to Sirius because it's the same studio. It's not the same director or the same sound director or anything. It's just the same studio.
It's a similar feel.
Yeah, where it's set in the past or like an alternate past. So they live in a world where fairies can possess animals and give up mysterious abilities. Yeah. And so then, because there's a war, they decide to take these animals and put their organs into humans to transfer so that they would have those abilities. X amount of years later, the war ends, and then you're left with like a handful of these fairy soldiers that still
It's like 17.
17, something like that, yeah, some small amount, but that they have nowhere to go. And then somehow Marlia fits in all of this, and there's a mafia, and there's some auction, and there's a government. So like, I guess basically my main gripe with it at the moment so far is that it feels like they have all these ideas that they want to put into this one story, but they haven't really fleshed anything out, either in the animation or in their own, story boards. Like they're just kind of winging it, it feels like.
Like, I don't know if they're just trying to keep it mysterious.
Yeah.
Or because it's not doing a very good job. It's not like intriguing me, it's just making me not care.
Yeah, like I have no sentiment towards the characters at the moment. Not really. I like Free Underbar, but that's because I like his voice actor.
No, but Maria,
her character feels very wishy-washy to me.
yeah.
She's had this desire to find her friend, what's her name? Veronica. And then, so she joins the mafia. Oh, look, she finds Veronica. Oh, but now she's gone. Oh, so she's gonna join the government. Okay, woo! And then she goes on a mission. And then all of a sudden she gets a fairy somehow, and then she doesn't know how to use it's a mess.
And then this whole, like, there was no initiation for her to join the organization.
Which I get, like, fairies are illegal, so it makes sense that they brought her into the organization. But the fact that they didn't tell her anything about it, I'm not saying that there should have been like this giant ceremony or anything. It's more like you had like Free and Marlia in a car, and he's like, okay, so you have a fairy now, so this is what you're gonna do, and this is what it's gonna be like. Boom.
See, that was another thing though. Like, they have all this exposition, but I still don't get it. They've explained like there's all these cities, but it's like, I feel like I'm supposed to already know what they're talking about.
But there's no source material for it, so there's nothing.
And I feel like if I went back and watched it, I could understand it more. But from like a first viewing, it's really difficult to follow.
Yeah. It's way too many concepts, and it's
a lot of plot holes.
It's a lot of plot holes, and it sucks because like the initial concept or the story seems interesting.
Yeah, I think the concept could have been cool, or it is cool. I really like the animation for the fairies. Sometimes the
CG kind of kicks in, and you're like,
but
ooh.
the designs are super cool.
Yeah.
I like the style of the characters.
Are good.
The backgrounds are really nice. The music's really nice.
Music is good.
But I just don't know.
It's
It's just not clicking together.
It's all pretty, but there's no plot behind it. No solid plot. I had high hopes for this one.
I want to think that it might get better.
At this point, it's like, for me, it's like a 4 because I like voice actors.
I do like the opening song. The ending song is okay. And I like the insert songs.
Yeah, the insert songs I remember more than the opening and ending.
I guess I'd give it a 4.
A 4 too, yeah.
4.5 maybe, because I really like the animation.
Yeah. If it doesn't get better by like the next 2 episodes, I'll probably end up dropping it. Like it'll just be, oh, that was nice.
We'll see. Hopefully it gets better. But... Okay, this season we're also watching Mayonaka no Occult Koumuin. We're just gonna call it Occult.
Yeah, because that's way too long.
Yeah. This show, we really had like no idea what to expect.
So I just saw that there was like a detective, and it was a cult-ish, like supernatural stuff. I was like, okay, sure, that looks interesting. Yeah. So we're introduced to the main character right away.
Arata Miyako. And he's like entering his new job, which is like a night shift job. And then you find out it's like an agency, and he doesn't really know what it is.
He's like, what is my job?
What he understands it to be is like moderating situations, right?
Between people. But
turns out it's between these beings that they call another. They include like yokai and angels and demons and just all sorts of things. Come to find out, while on the job, he can understand them and nobody else can.
Yeah.
I thought the plot was well timed for the episodes.
Yeah.
Like the first episode introduced him to the world and like,
Yeah.
but it ended where you're kind of curious what's gonna happen. Like, why does he have this ability? Why do they know him?
Yeah.
Then the next two went together, right, with this new guy.
Yeah, he's cute. The voice actors are good.
Oh, the voice actor of the main guy does the opening.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I think the cast is pretty well rounded.
Yeah, it's a good cast. They've been around for a while.
Except for which I'm surprised I like his voice as much as I do. One thing I like about it is that it's nice seeing them in a different interpretation. Abe no Seme is there, and then like different the Tengu and angels and the two-tailed cat. Like Seme is in traditional Japanese folklore, but Koyote is of Aztec mythology. So it's interesting how they're bringing in, like, even just with the angels, how they're bringing them in, and like it's not necessarily Japanese. I'm interested to see how they'll blend it all together. See what else they throw in. Like, are they gonna be like La Llorona or like? Yeah. That'd be cool.
Or like the Greek gods.
The Greek gods, yeah.
Norse mythology.
Oh, yeah. Loki. I want to know about this 10-necked, 9-headed bird.
Oh yeah.
That was weird. I've never seen that before.
Cool though. It's bringing catastrophe.
Catastrophe, yeah.
I thought it was kind of interesting how, like, since nobody else can understand them, that the agency kind of just views them as like animals. It's almost like pest control.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's interesting.
Then you have this main kid, Arata Miyako, who sees them more like people and he can understand them. So maybe I think that'll provide conflict later.
I was wrong when I first saw it. I thought they were gonna be like enemies, but I guess they understand each other.
I think
But
Kotoru understands Seme.
yeah.
I think they had a close bond.
Yeah.
Now he'll have to see that Arata is not the same.
Probably, yeah.
And they'll form a new bond, basically.
Yeah, basically.
That's what I'm guessing.
That's what it feels like. Like he's just like, oh, well, he is essentially Seme, so I'll be friends with him too. But I'm interested in seeing like their past, basically. Now that I know that they were in fact friends.
And that's kind of like what the whole ending is about, I think. So I think it'll be
That's
in there.
probably that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I just want to see it. I want to see what they do with it. Like it's, especially with the ending of the 3rd episode, where you find out there's more to the plot with like the Koichi's sister.
Yeah.
And how it's like 10 years ago, I guess his sister disappeared. So it's like, oh, okay, there's more to it than just like every episode they're gonna fight something or they're gonna encounter something and then they'll befriend it or subdue it or whatever. It's like, oh, there's actually kind of a little bit of a plot.
There's some kind of sinister thing happening.
Yeah. So at this point in the series, what do you rate it so far?
I'll give it maybe a 6.
A 6? Okay. I think it's like at a 7.
Since we had so much to say, this is part 1, and part 2 will be coming out later, soon.
So stay tuned.